Once upon a time, on Isla Nublar, there used to be a theme park called Jurassic World, but things went sideways. Dinosaurs escaped, both people and creatures got clapped, and park got closed. Now, 6 months later, a couple of very underpaid mercenaries are sent back to the island in a sub to play fetch with dinosaur bones. They find the skeleton, yoink a rib, send it to the surface on a floaty thing, and prepare to bounce. But, surprise, a giant underwater death noodle known as the Mosasaurus crashes the party. On land, a helicopter crew is waiting for the bone prize, but surprise number two, the comms officer has no signal from the guys down below, just static, rain, and his own terrible instincts. Something rustles in the jungle, because of course it does. And when he turns around, guess what's roaring in his face? It's Rexy o'clock. He drops his tablet and runs, then pulls off a miracle, grabs a helicopter ladder mid-sprint like he's in an action movie. But T-Rex isn't done yet. She bites the ladder and goes full tug of war. Just as the team considers cutting him loose, Fate decides to help, and by help, I mean the Mosasaurus flies out of the water like a horror dolphin and gulps the poor guy down like a spicy gummy worm. Anyway, mission accomplished. The DNA is secured. Totally worth the body count. Fast forward 3 years. The island is still a hot mess, and now the volcano has decided to erupt because clearly dinosaurs weren't dangerous enough without lava. Half the world is arguing over whether the dinos should be saved or just let go extinct again. Meanwhile, Claire, former park manager turned dinosaur rights activist, has started the Dinosaur Protection Group, because extinction guilt is apparently a personality now. The government doesn't care, but then Claire gets a mysterious call from an old man with too much money and not enough survival instinct. Enter Benjamin Lockwood, an eccentric billionaire with an adorable granddaughter and a mansion big enough to lose your soul in. He wants to move the dinos to a new island. A peaceful one. With no tourists, no corporations, and hopefully no sequels. His assistant Eli Mills explains the plan, which somehow involves finding Blue, the world's sassiest velociraptor, who won't trust anyone except her ex-trainer, Owen, aka Raptor Dad. Claire tracks him down at his cabin where he's building a house or character development or something. She tries to pitch the Save the Dinos idea, but Owen's like, nah, I'm retired and also sane. Cue late-night emotional manipulation via baby raptor videos, and it works. Next morning, Owen hops on the plane and meets the rest of the squad. Zia, the sarcastic vet, and Franklin, a walking anxiety attack with Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, back at Billionaire Manor, Benjamin has a heartwarming moment with his granddaughter Maisie about how much she looks like her mom. The housekeeper reacts like someone just mentioned Voldemort, but okay. On the island, the team finds that a military camp is already set up. Enter Ken Wheatley, a big game hunter with the subtlety of a shotgun blast. The volcano's smoking like it just got dumped, so they've got to move fast. The trucks roll out and head toward the old park, passing a beautiful brachiosaurus that Zia instantly bonds with, because this is the only peaceful moment in the entire film. At the radio tower, Franklin hacks them inside, shout out to IT support, and Claire activates the dino tracking system. They find Blue's signal, so Owen and the Mercs head out while Claire and Franklin play command center. Owen, being Owen, ditches the truck and goes solo. He finds some raptor-sized footprints, a wrecked truck, and then, surprise, Blue shows up. She's cautious, but Owen's got snacks and soft words, like a dad apologizing after missing a soccer game. And it works. Almost. Until the Mercs do what Mercs do, they shoot her full of tranquilizers. Blue isn't having it. She lunges, mauls one guy, and gets shot with real bullets. She collapses. Owen freaks out, tries to fight Ken, and gets tranquilized like an angry raccoon. Zia grabs a gun and demands they save Blue or else. They listen, because she's literally the only one who knows how to fix a dino. Then, boom! The volcano wakes up fully. Lava crashes the radio tower, locking Claire and Franklin inside while everyone else flees like the world's worst fire drill. The Mercs toss Blue in a truck and drive like hell. Owen, half paralyzed, wakes up to find a dinosaur licking his face. Kinky. But the lava's coming, so he wobbles off like a tranquilized spaghetti noodle. Franklin and Claire try to escape via tunnel, only to be greeted by a baryonyx looking like it wants to reenact Alien. Lava saves them briefly, then Franklin fights it with a chair. They escape up a ladder just in time. Outside, it's prehistoric chaos. Lava bombs falling, dinosaurs stampeding, camera budget being obliterated. Owen meets up with Claire and Franklin and they all run. They hop into a gyrosphere and, saved by Rexy, roll off a cliff into the ocean. Because why not? Water starts filling the gyrosphere, magma bombs are still falling, and they're about to drown when Owen swims up, action hero style, and somehow prees open the door with a knife. They swim to shore and catch sight of a ship leaving the island, full of kidnapped dinosaurs. Zia's on board, keeping Blue alive. Ken's busy yanking teeth from unconscious dinos like it's his weird Etsy shop. Surprise! The rescue mission was a dino heist all along. The crew barely makes it on board by launching a truck onto the ship, Fast and Furious style. As they leave, the island goes full apocalypse. A lone Brachiosaurus cries out on the dock as it's consumed by fire. Cue audience tears. Back at the mansion, Eli's already plotting to auction the dinos off to billionaires. He shows off their new Frankenstein dino, the Indoraptor, a murder machine with teeth, claws, and no chill. Little Maisie hears all this and tells Grandpa, who waves it off like kids don't understand evil science projects. But he's wrong. On the ship, Blue needs a blood transfusion, and the only matching donor is, you guessed it, the Rexy. Claire and Owen break into her container, grab the blood, and narrowly avoid being yeeted by 9 tons of cranky lizard, and save Blue. Hero points. Maisie sneaks into the lab and sees footage of Owen training baby Blue. Cute. Then Eli and Dr. Henry Wu arrive and drop lore bombs. Blue's DNA is the key to controlling the Indoraptor. Maisie hides, but gets caught, and Eli locks her up like every cartoon villain ever. Benjamin finally confronts Eli about the evil science shenanigans and gets promptly murdered. So much for family values. Back in California, the dinos are shipped to the mansion. Owen and Claire sneak off the truck, Franklin gets mistaken for staff and shoved into IT hell. Everyone regroups, except now Owen and Claire are caught and locked in a cell. Eli monologues, Claire punches him. Maisie escapes via dumbwaiter and discovers her grandpa is dead. Then it's auction time. Eli shows off the Indoraptor even though it's not for sale. But money talks. And ethics take a nap. Owen breaks out by tricking a nearby dino into smashing through the wall. Chaos ensues. People get headbutted, trampled, and emotionally scarred. Owen fights mercs. The Indoraptor is sold, then escapes because, again, security in this place is a joke. Ken, our tooth guy, tries to harvest one last souvenir from the tranquilized Indoraptor. Guess what? It wasn't tranquilized. It chomps his arm off and swallows him like a protein bar. On the other hand, when Mr. Gunner and some other gentlemen decided to flee, the Indoraptor caught them and clapped them all. Owen, Claire, and Maisie reunite and get cornered by guards. But plot twist, Maisie's not Benjamin's granddaughter, she's his clone. Yep, same tech as the dinos. Family drama, but make it sci-fi. The Indoraptor crashes the party. Everyone runs. Franklin frees Zia, who unleashes Blue, who goes full John Wick on the mercs. The lab blows up. More running. The Indoraptor chases the trio through the mansion. It's smarter than it should be, creepier than necessary, and has zero chill. Blue shows up, and the 2 dinos throw hands in a final showdown. While the dinosaurs are busy turning the bedroom into a WWE ring, Owen and Maisie pull the old Nope move, diving off the balcony and scaling the mansion wall like they suddenly remembered they're in an action movie. But then the Indoraptor throws a tantrum, smashes a window, and Owen and Maisie go full Home Alone, sliding down the roof like kids on a deadly slip and slide. Blue kicks the Indoraptor out the window again, and now it's personal. The oversized murder lizard decides it's time for round 2 and chases them across a skylight, which is a bad idea. The glass is slippery, Maisie slips, and Owen grabs her just in time, now dangling from the edge like every cliché hero ever. Then Claire shows up like a boss, laser pointer in hand, and aims it at Owen. Because apparently, this murder lizard is a cat. The Indoraptor charges, the glass says nah, and cracks beneath its weight. It nearly falls, catches the ledge, claws back up like a sore loser, and dude almost survived. And boom! Blue appears out of nowhere like a flying blue missile and tackles it again. This time, both of them fall. Indoraptor gets impaled on a giant skull, and Blue runs away like nothing happened. After that, the gang finally regroups, but Franklin shows them the new problem. A cyanide leak that's about to turn the dino wing into a gas chamber. The fans are broken, the systems are fried, and time is up. But Claire decides, open all the cages, which big moment with emotional music swelling, until Owen hits her with a reality check that we're not on an island anymore. Which means opening that front door means dinosaurs in your backyard. So Claire hesitates. But Maisie, being the I'm a clone too wildcard, goes full savior mode. She presses the big red button and releases all the dinos, whispering, they're alive, like me. As the dinosaurs escape, they show their gratitude the only way they know how, by stomping and chomping anyone still in the way. T-Rex shows up for one final cameo, makes a quick snack out of Eli, and casually crushes the last of the Indoraptor DNA underfoot. Outside, Owen finally gets to pet Blue. He invites her to come with him, but she declines. Too many humans, not enough therapy. Later, we see dinosaurs wandering the world, beaches, zoos, Las Vegas. Dinosaurs are back, and we're probably next. Make sure to subscribe, because life finds a way, and so do sequels.